Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer. The past is gone. Even when night like dust to dawn, isn't that the way? Everybody got the dues and I the pay. Living, learning from fools and from sages. You know it's true. All the things you back together. See, we may sing for the year, sing for laughter, sing for the tears. See, we may have a jump for the day, never to
some opportunities for me. So I like what I'm hearing from him. He seems fired up for it, and he's going to have to be, because he's in there with a young, ferocious Conor Benn that, you know, is on the upwards.
Savannah Marshall defending a WBO World Middleweight title that she won against Hannah Rankin, was due to be against Femke Hermans. Hermans pulled out, I think, with COVID last weekend. So
how you guys doing? Good morning.
In steps Maria Lindberg at 4.
Here, let me mute. Yo, low key, these two, Darren Barker and Chris Lloyd, that's their names. Chris Lloyd is a good friend to Carl Frampton. If you don't know who Darren Barker is, then you're no good casual. But yo, these two, let me tell you something. I watch them consistently every week, especially when they do their, David Diamante, let me shut up. We're going to talk after. Please subscribe, like the video. Hey, I will cut it off. I'm looking right now. Only 6 likes and there's 19 of you. I will cut this shit off. Don't get me cussing. Like the video. Shh, shut up. It's time to start. It's time to start.
Troom Boxing.
I'll cut it off. Like the video.
Fred, Wow Hydrate, and JD Sports. Now, all the action will be televised live in the UK and Ireland on Sky Sports, and in over 200 countries and territories around the world, live on DAZN. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great fight card. We've got 6 fights, 3 titles, 2 world titles. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and begin the official weigh-in so the fighters can come up to face the scale and face each other. Our first contest, 4 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Now making his way to the stage from Split, Croatia, the 5-fight veteran, Stanko Yermolic.
This nigga named Stanko.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He's a 6'5" southpaw. His young professional record, perfect. 1 fight, 1 victory. Here's the 4-time national champion and the 7-time international titleist, fighting out of Takeley, England. Gentlemen, John J. Hedges.
Hedges. There you go. So let me tell you something.
Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Stanko Yermolic.
So you know what I was thinking? Let me mute it. You
170.
You know what I was thinking? You ever see Kenny G? Hold up, I'm gonna pull him up. Put it this way. Have you ever seen David Diamante without his beard or his dreads? Let me tell you. This mofo looked just like Kenny G. If you take away that beard, I'm gonna show you a young picture. Like, I was high as shit last week sometime. And I was like, wait a minute, this motherfucker look familiar. And I started Googling young pictures of David Diamante without the beard. He looked just like he looked just like Kenny G. Hold on. See, look, it's in my motherfucking search history. David Diamante. Watch this shit. He looked just, you ever see Kenny G? Yeah, see, it's probably before your time. You don't know who Kenny G is. But look at him. Hold up. Let me go full screen. Tell me this motherfucker ain't no motherfucking Kenny G. And you probably never seen Kenny G and David Diamante in the same damn place. Prove me wrong. So he grew the beard. All right, let me shut up. I'm high. Let's get back to the weigh-in.
To fit in this super middleweight.
Shut up. It is. There's a fair bit of weight there, I think, now to get down to super middle.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he's got a lot more fights to come.
I'm telling you, that's Kenny G.
Yeah, perhaps they're thinking about stepping him up now.
Maybe just a healthier option. Yermolic has fought everywhere between about 165 and 188. That was against Elvis Sendro, who I mentioned to you yesterday. He's a big, tall southpaw. That was at cruiserweight, and he was quite a big puncher as well. And he lasted till the end of the 4th round, where he just kind of started to fold a little bit. I don't think Hedges will get him out of there tomorrow.
This ain't Kenny G? Put a beard on David Diamante. Tell me that's not Kenny G.
You know, he is the kind of limited opposition. I think you said the kind of.
I mean, put a beard on Kenny G and take
Yeah,
David Diamante's off.
Boxing, get behind the jab. Just look good. Don't worry about it. Look, if the stoppage comes in, great, but just look good.
So second on the bill, Big Nick Campbell and Pretty Frelich from the Czech Republic. We, of course, have heard plenty about Nick from his manager, Mark Dunlop, but we don't know much about him in the ring.
No, believe it or not.
He said he was a nice guy. We'll find out how he looks on.
I met Chris Algeria in person.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 6 rounds
Shut up, y'all,
in
shut up.
the
L-Dub, shut up.
heavyweight division. Now making his way to the stage, he's a 33-fight veteran hailing out of Most Czech Republic. Please welcome Peter Frelich. Frelich.
Ain't no so what. That's Kenny G, damn it.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. On the night, he'll be wearing black with Campbell tartan. Saturday night, he'll be making his much-anticipated professional debut. Here's the famed rugby lock, the Scottish amateur heavyweight champion, originally from Glasgow, and now living and fighting out of Jersey Island, Scotland. Please welcome for the first time as a professional, Nick, the Glasgow Warrior Campbell.
So we're supposed to be watching this guy.
Campbell.
God damn it, David Ebanie. So this guy's supposed to be big shit
Now
one
to
day.
the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Frelich.
Normally comes in between about 205 and 217, so a small heavyweight, Peter Frelich, but he's solid.
Hold up, retiree.
226.6 for Frelich. 226.6.
We'll double check.
What the hell did I do, retiree D?
Peter Frelich.
Disgrace to the sweet.
And now to the scales for the first time as a professional, the Glasgow Warrior, Nick Campbell.
Did I do something wrong? Please enlighten me.
$248.8 for the second row footballer, 248.8 for Nick Campbell.
He's a lovely, lovely lad, Nick. You know, and what a great time to be a young heavyweight. You know, so many opportunities could come his way. He's got the frame for it, Chris.
Yeah, got to be.
Oh my God, I'm a disgrace.
Minimum,
Me? Hey, how dare you? What did I do?
Campbell versus Frelich, 6 rounds, heavyweights, copper box, Saturday night, Sky Sports and DAZN Matchroom Boxing.
The thumbnail?
Yeah, we heard
I don't make
yesterday
the
about the
thumbnails.
Sparring that he's been doing to get himself prepared. Won 11 of his 15 amateur bouts and has stood himself in as good a stead as he could have with the limited experience and time that he's had.
Yeah, look, he's learning on the job. I think that sparring's key. Like I said before, you can only learn by getting in there. And I know sparring's not quite fighting, but it's the closest thing to it. And being in there with quality opposition helps. And yeah, he's a top lad. He's confident in his ability, so the journey should be fun.
Absolutely. Well, third up on the bill Saturday night is the return of Kash Farooq, who looked so impressive against Angel Aviles over, I think it was 10 rounds.
I'm so lost.
I can't even tell you when it was.
I'm confused.
Because
What did I do?
it
Why am I
goes into-
disgraced?
It was about four or 5 months
It was
ago.
Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't narrow it down either.
Well,
True. I wish it did.
It weren't Fight Camp, and it weren't Peterborough,
Yeah.
it weren't Milton Keynes.
Yeah, it was somewhere in between.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, good work.
Quick maths.
Nah, he looked very good there, and Aviles was proper durable.
Do you know
I think
what,
gave him the
Chris?
rounds he needed.
I don't really think I've ever seen him look bad. You know, I thought he beat McGregor.
Oh, the thumbnail. My bad, bro. That wasn't me. I didn't do this.
Win every round against a quality opposition.
I like BBWs, though.
But honestly, he's such a good fighter. He's got a bit of everything.
But your voice is heard.
Fight.
I hear your
Yeah,
concerns.
inside
He's got
James
great
Toney
angles.
and-
I will be
Yeah,
having a meeting with HR later on
So
today
yeah, I'm a big
via
fan.
Zoom.
Very good fighter.
Yeah, I guess the only question mark is just whether that power will carry up to world level. We may find out a little bit more about him tomorrow night. Alex Espinoza is the WBC International Silver Bantamweight title holder. He is the opponent, and both of them are ready to weigh in.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 10 rounds for the WBC International Silver Bantamweight Championship. And now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. His professional record, 14 victories, only 1
I love
defeat.
BBWs.
He has 6 wins coming by way of knockout.
They're so
Here
hot.
is the former Scottish area and British Bantamweight champion, the untouchable Kash Farooq.
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 Son of a bitch, David Diamante. Yeah, it was Big J. Let's blame it on Big J. No, it was Mikey. He's behind the scenes.
And his
So we're
opponent
going to blame
now
everything on
making his way to
him.
the stage, he is the defending champion. His professional record, 20 victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws, and 8 wins coming by way of knockout. here is the reigning and
It was Mikey, y'all.
WBC International Silver Bantamweight Champion, presentando de la capital Managua, Nicaragua, Alexander Supernova Espinoza. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Kash Farooq. $117, bang on for Kash Farooq. 117 pounds, bang on for the challenger. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning and defending champion, Alexander Supernova Espinoza. $117 and 8 ounces for the champion. 117 and 8 for Supernova.
Yeah, I just had a chat with HR. We have a Zoom call in a couple hours about the thumbnail. Believe me, guys, listen, it wasn't me. You know, there's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. So, but listen, I love you. Do you know what BBWs are? They're big, beautiful women. There's nothing wrong with having a little meat on your bones. The fat dripping at the bottom of the pan. I love that stuff. You dip, you take a little spoonful, put that on your rice. That's the good stuff. The nutrients is in that shit. So shame on you.
Beat Farooq, 10 rounds for the WBC International Silver Bantamweight Championship.
Yeah, speaking to Kash Farooq yesterday, and he said, look, the McGregor rematch is not really on my radar at the moment. He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. I think there probably needs to be a bit more of an incentive because they already took a risk in the first fight, taking it early.
Yep.
I think there has to be either a crowd and therefore bigger purses for them to take it, or, of course, an eliminator of some sort.
But it's nice to have that fight looming. You know what I mean? Having a big domestic rival there. So yeah, he's on his own path, but I think that's a fight he will want. He'll want to right that wrong.
No, they
But,
don't,
you know what?
Joe.
I think at some point in this fight, it will come.
All right, let me
to
mute
light.
this.
I do
Let me
think-
tell you something. T Street has been a BBW lover since he's ever known what BBW means. So BBW means big, beautiful woman. And to be honest with you, whether you like her or not, Shannon Courtenay, that's a beautiful woman. You see what I'm saying? God damn it. Let me finish. She's the tweets, yes, they're off color. But I don't believe she's a racist. And, I'm not going to lie to you. I like her. But I also like Ebanie Bridges, too. So I never been... I think it's Big J fault. Actually, no, I think it's the simpletons. Because I've never been this hyped for, like, a woman's weigh-in before. Because, see, once Ebanie Bridges said... once she confirmed that she's selling sex, I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to run with this. My name is T Street Controversy, for fuck's sakes. All right, shut up, y'all, shut up.
The evening, 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the vacant WBA Bantamweight Championship of the world. Now making her way to the stage, her professional record, a perfect one. 5 fights, 5 victories, 2 of them coming by way of knockout. She's the Australia National Boxing Federation Australasian Super Bantamweight Champion, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia. Please welcome Ebanie, the Blonde Bomber Bridges.
Yeah. Oh. So remember, she says we're supposed to like it. So I don't feel bad no more. We're supposed to enjoy it.
Her opponent now making her way to the stage.
Wait.
Her professional
Like the
record,
video.
6 victories, only 1 defeat. She has 3 wins coming by.
Hey, like the video or I will cut this shit off so super quick. Take your time now, like the video. Please subscribe. We're going to be here tomorrow during live fight commentary with live highlights.
Courtenay.
Hold on, let's go full screen on this mother effer. Ooh, erotica. It's so
And out of
hot.
the scale, ladies and gentlemen, here's the undefeated blonde bomber, Ebanie Bridges.
Zoom in, cameraman. Don't be afraid. Here, let me pull up the Sky Sports.
117, bang on for the blonde bomber. 117 pounds, bang on for Ebanie Bridges. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shannon.
I'm pulling up Sky
the
Sports for their
babyface
post-weigh-in interviews.
Shannon Courtenay. £117 and 14 ounces for Shannon Courtenay. 117.14.
Did you know we're the only, it's only 2 channels live for the weigh-in? Sky Sports is not streaming this. Why? That music in the background is surely going to get me copyrighted. Fuck my whole day up. It's going to take me hours to edit that shit out. Let me stop cussing. My daughter's moving in. Yo, help me out. Every time I cuss, y'all should make me like pay some money or something. Because I for real, I need to stop cussing. So it looks like Sky Sports Boxing is not streaming the weigh-in, likely because of Shannon Courtenay's tweets and because of Ebanie Bridges' off-color language. So right now, only Matchroom Boxing and myself were the only 2 streamers of this event.
Shannon Courtenay, Ebanie Bridges, 10 rounds for the vacant WBA Bantamweight Championship of the World.
Ooh. Oh, what'd she say? Did somebody say pull your clothes down? Lock him up. Hey, whoa. That's too damn far.
I know the question that is on everyone's lips is what's on the lunch menu? You having the chicken or the fish?
I'm going to have the chicken pie. I think.
Yeah, I think it might be chili con carne as well. With
I
the
think-
nachos.
These motherfuckers are funny.
Yeah, fantastic. Great stuff.
They
were distracted.
So this one, a 10-rounder, essentially the first time that Shannon goes the distance and Ebanie as well. A lot of build-up in this fight, a lot of spice. And, I mean...
So really quick, we're going to be here tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a live stream during the fight with brief legal fair use highlights. Also, it looks like the post-weigh-in interviews are going to be happening with Chris Lloyd and Darren Barker, because right now Sky Sports is not showing the weigh-in. Now, normally Sky Sports will have the interviews directly after. So this is the only broadcast right now. So once again, I'll cut it off. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be here live, real time. So if you're watching the fight, watch it with us, because we're going to make this shit fun. And also, we're going to have the highlights and everything. So after the weigh-in for Conor Benn and Samuel Vargas, Big J is going to be calling in, and we're going to be doing a live. Oh, wait, we got to go. Please subscribe. T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com.
Championship of the World. And now making her way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. Her professional record, 19 wins, 6 defeats, 2 draws, 10 wins.
Oh, this is Savannah Marshall.
Way of knockout. She's the former 4-time world title challenger, fighting out of Malmo, Sweden. Please welcome Maria Lindberg.
Yes, we will be live tomorrow for live commentary. But our live commentary is different. By the way, this older woman, she got a nice little body on her, but we're not going to talk about that. Our live commentary will be different from everyone else's.
Now making her way to the stage, she is the defending world
Where we'll have
champion.
highlights.
Her professional record, a perfect one.
And the post-fight
9
interviews.
fights, 9 victories, 7 of them coming by way of knockout. Saturday night, she'll be making her first defense of her world title, fighting out of Hartlepool, England. Here is the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO Middleweight Champion of the World, Savannah, the Silent Assassin, Marshall. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Maria Lindberg.
No, she got nice, you know what I'm saying? She in shape. Let's just say it that way. She's definitely in shape. And these are big women.
154.15 ounces, 154 and 15 ounces for the challenger.
Like, I love a woman with, you know, even though she looks older,
And now to the
late
scale,
replacement,
ladies and
but I love a woman with
gentlemen,
a.
the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO Middleweight Champion of the World from Hartlepool, Savannah, the silent assassin, Marshall.
Did I tell you guys how my ex-girlfriend looks like
159.6
a black version
ounces, 159
of Savannah
pounds,
Marshall?
and 6 ounces for the defending champion.
Like, literally, I had this girlfriend. She literally looks like Savannah Marshall, but a black version. So every time I cover Savannah Marshall, I'm like, God damn, she looked like my motherfucking ex-girlfriend. Hold up, they froze up on us. There we go. A little freaky. But by the way, it's unpopular, but Savannah Marshall gives Clarissa Shields a full-blown boxing lesson. But what I've learned is, especially when you're black, and I hate that race involves itself in boxing like this, but when you're black, you're supposed to always root for Clarissa Shields. So if you notice in my Clarissa Shields post-fight videos, I always get shit. They're like, you coon, trash, panda ass, ninja. And I'd be like, God damn. Like, you know? TMT, you dating those men. Yeah, how dare you? How dare you, man?
For years.
She's brilliant. She really, really is.
But yeah, Savannah Marshall, yo, she is legit, bro.
Coming in,
I'm telling you guys, don't lose your money betting on Clarissa
top
Shields.
whack.
If they
She's
ever
very
fight.
experienced, never been stopped.
That woman is no joke.
She'll want to look good, Savannah. You know, you hear the word experience getting bandied around a lot, and what exactly is that? And I think from moving away from the tactical side of things, I think the experience is learning how to manage the rounds, and that's what she'll try and do, Limo. Try and frustrate Savannah Marshall in the fight, but she's up against it. She really is.
The first time that Savannah made the championship weight was against Hannah Rankin. She'd come in around sort of 164 to 167 previously to that, and so obviously the question marks were, well, how would that affect her? Because she's got to be 5'11" and a bit, nearly 6 foot tall, fitting a lot into 100.
So the main event weigh-in is next. After, we're gonna Big J's gonna be calling in, and we're gonna chew the fat for about. We've been live for 36 minutes, so we want to keep this stream under, you know, an hour and 15 minutes. The main event is up next. I'm disappointed because Sky Sports, for whatever reason, they're not streaming the weigh-in. Now, Sky Sports, when they stream weigh-ins and press conferences, they usually are the ones that give you the post-fight, post-weigh-in or post-press conference interviews. So we're missing out on interviews. I know why, but still, it is kind of, you know, like whack. Nah, no timeouts today. No timeouts today. I already got one Zoom with HR later on.
Some calling, but and even saying that she's got the ability to stop Clarissa Shields, and I mean that's a real statement.
So once again, we're going to be here live during the Shannon Courtenay versus Ebanie Bridges fight with brief between rounds highlights, live fight scoring, post-fight interviews. We're also going to be here live during the Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas fight and during the Showtime event with Jaron Boots Enos versus Sergey Limpinets. So a very long day tomorrow. That's why the last weigh-in of the day for me is the Boots Enos versus Sergey Limpinets weigh-in is in 3.5 hours. Oh wait, we got to go back. Weigh-in starting.
Ready to weigh in for the main event.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome everybody here to Stratford, London, England, for the official weigh-in for the main event of the evening, Saturday night, taking place at the Copper Box. All the action is being brought to you for the main event, courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing in association with Lee Baxter Promotions. And they present the main event of the evening, Benn versus Vargas, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA Continental Welterweight Championship. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn and Lee Baxter Promotions, and we're sponsored by Betfred, Wow Hydrate, and JD Sports. All the action will be televised live around the world on Sky Sports and DAZN. Now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. His professional record, 31 victories, 6 defeats, 2 draws. He has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the former NABA welterweight champion, originally de Bogota, Colombia, and now living, fighting, and training out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Please welcome Sammy Vargas. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, his professional record, a perfect one. 17 fights, 17 victories, 11 of them coming by way of knockout. Saturday night, he makes his 4th defense of his title, fighting out of Ilford, Essex, England. Here is the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA Continental Welterweight Champion, Conor the Destroyer Benn. Benn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the scale, the challenger, Sammy Vargas. £146 and 4 ounces for the challenger, 146.6 for Sammy Vargas. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA Continental Welterweight Champion, Conor the Destroyer Benn. £146 and 12 ounces for the defending champion, Conor Benn. Conor Benn, Sammy Vargas, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA Continental Welterweight Championship.
I've spoken to Samuel Vargas many times. I was at ringside for his fight with Danny Garcia. He's a very dangerous opponent for Conor Benn. Conor Benn still has a question mark around him, even though he beat Sebastian Findora. There's still a question mark around him. But if he beats Samuel Vargas, like Samuel Vargas is no joke. And look, and I've covered many Samuel Vargas fights. He's in phenomenal shape. In fact, he's never looked as good, to be honest with you. So let me pull up the, let's see if they do their interviews with Darren Barker.
That's what we're like with FIFA, to be fair.
Let's see what these guys do when they want to talk.
When you get 3-0 down. Yeah.
No, I just throw the controller and walk away.
It was one good day. Both made 147.
Yep.
Bombs away tomorrow night.
Both look
Conor's still there, still flexing, as you can see. Man, he's really grown into some formidable fighter, really, given where he was, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, look, I think early on, a lot of pressure. I think he got a bit stick, didn't he?
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and especially after the Payno fight, a lot of people writing him off. But the way he's improved is incredible. A lot of credit give to Tony Sims for that. But another thing is his work ethic. He works so hard in the gym. In that gym, he's one of the hardest trainers. Gives it everything, and I think that's helped him improve as well. That willingness to be a better fighter. And look where he is. This is a proper step up, though. This is a proper fight. Someone who we know how good he is. He's been in there with the best. Only been beaten by the best, and he's a nightmare. He's hard work. So Conor Benn's really got to be at his best to win this fight, not just to look good, but to win the fight. Yeah,
we saw the dangers against Amir Khan a couple of years ago. We saw his durability against Virgil Ortiz in recent times. It was last summer, so it's just how much he's got left, how much he wants it. It's in great condition on the scales. That tells you about how his camp's gone. We're all waiting with bated breath on the result of tomorrow night. That will be 10 rounds, Conor Benn and Sammy Vargas as the main event, a whole host of fights on the undercard as well. Darren and I will be back tomorrow afternoon with a number of guests to preview the full fight as well, and then I'll be on the zone later on in the evening. So lots to look forward to. Have a good evening, guys. Thanks for your company this afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow.
All right, so let me break down the card real quick because Big J's going to be calling in soon, and we're going to do a live recap of the weigh-in, and then we're going to actually do an individual video a little bit later on. So let me back up some. And I'm going to let it play in the background while we talk. So let me break down the card for you. So remember, tomorrow night, tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be live streaming during the Shannon Courtenay versus Ebanie Bridges fight. We're likely going to also be live streaming during because it's looking like the Savannah Marshall fight is the co-feature. So we're going to be streaming during 3 fights. Shannon Courtenay versus Ebanie Bridges, Savannah Marshall versus Maria Lindbergh, and then Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas. And let me pull up right now on the zone and tell you exactly what time the card starts, and they tell you exactly what time I'm going to be live. So we're going to be doing live commentary with brief legal fair use highlights. We're also going to be have the post-fight interviews, of course. So tomorrow, the card starts at 2 p.m. Eastern on the zone. But I won't probably be going live until 4 p.m. or so. But definitely after whatever fight comes before Courtenay and Bridges into the ring. So it's probably going to be Alexander Espinoza versus Kash Farooq. So I guess it's safe to say that the biggest fight of the card is this fight right here. Ebanie Bridges and Shannon Courtenay. I'm hype. As you can see, I was fucking simping and you know, I was so thirsty. So this joint really got my, you know, my attention. Yeah. There you go. Sanitize that joint. So, give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to let this play through, and I'm going to contact Big J, tell him to call in and see what his thoughts is. I'll be right back. Let's start this over. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. Oh, wait. I got to. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be live. I'm going to be doing live streams a lot tomorrow. I've already set my schedule up. Hold on. I'm playing the Bridges weigh-in right now.
Yesterday, and he said, look,
of knockout. She's the Australian National Boxing Federation Australasian Super Bantamweight Champion, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia. Please welcome Ebanie, the Blonde Bomber Bridges. Bridges. And her opponent now making her way to the stage. Her professional record, 6 victories, only 1 defeat. She has 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Watford, England, here is the baby-faced assassin, Shannon Courtenay. Courtenay. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, here's the undefeated Blonde Bomber, Ebanie Bridges. 117, bang on for the Blonde Bomber. 117 pounds, bang on for Ebanie Bridges. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shannon, the baby-faced assassin, Courtenay.
That was some real degenerate shit you just said, JC. You're low down.
117
Hi,
pounds
Courtenay.
and 14 ounces for Shannon Courtenay. 117.14.
Go. Come on, Ebanie. Really weigh in good. Come on, get that good weigh in. You can do it. Really step on that scale, Ebanie.
My God, Joe. What the fuck, man?
Shannon
It's Friday
Courtenay,
morning.
Ebanie Bridges.
Jesus.
10 rounds for the vacant WBA Bantamweight Championship of the world.
Brilliant! Brilliant pose down! Brilliant pose down! Brilliant! Excellent pose down, Ebanie! Brilliant!
I know the question that is on everyone's lips is what's on the lunch menu? Having the chicken or the
Yeah,
fish?
I'm going to have the chicken pie, I think.
Yeah, I think it might be chili con carne as well. With
I
the
think,
little
on the nachos, I'll have that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Glad
Great
you
stuff.
brought that
And
up.
that's what you were all wondering. So this one, a 10-rounder, essentially the first time that Shannon goes the distance, and Ebanie as well. A lot of build-up.
I met Alicia Bumgarner. I met her in Allentown. I met her twice because she's fought in Philly or in the Philadelphia area a lot, like in Reading and stuff like that under King's Promotions. Cool chick. So Big J's going to be calling in a couple of minutes, and we're going to get his live reaction on everything. I feel so bad because you know why? Because the build-up, yeah, these comments are childish as shit. Don't worry about it, Robert. Like, we like to have a very open environment here. So, for example, the channel's called T Street Controversy. So I was telling you guys, my daughter's moving in. My daughter moving in like a month or so. So I really got to stop cussing. I'm going to start laughing. And I got to start cleaning shit up around here. So with these comments, you guys are low. Like, you guys are fucking degenerates. But anyway, Big J's about to call in, and we're going to get his thoughts on the fight. What the fuck? Oh, I thought it was still playing. We're going to get his thoughts on the fight, and we're going to go from there. So remember, tomorrow we're going to be here live real time. Also, later on tonight, I'm going to be doing a Fight Night Champion stream, a live boxing video game stream, actually. And we have a busy, busy day tomorrow. So remember, we got 3 significant... Oh, Big J's calling. Hold on. I think that's him right there. All right, so we're going to get his thoughts on the fight. So let's see what the hell he's got to say. Hold on, I'm going to replay the weigh-in. Let's start over. Let me see if I can hear him. Oh, this way. You know, I have Skype. I got to make sure this is done right.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we're live, man. Take your time, bro. Take your time. Take your time. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we got my colleague Big J from Australia on the line. Right now, it's actually safe to say that he's probably... I'm not going to be overzealous, but I'm going to say it's safe to say that he's probably one of the top 10 media Australian boxing guys. And we're happy to have him here at FightView360.com. So, you were watching the weigh-in live, mate?
Oh, yeah, mate, yeah, watched it live. Yeah, watched it live.
So, what we thinking? Now, let me tell you something. Before we begin, Ebanie Bridges, she has grown on me. But I'm not ready to say she wins yet. I'm not ready to say it. Now, we talked earlier this week. You think it's going to end in a draw. Why?
Yeah, I'm going for the draw. 2 reasons. Neither girls fought 10 rounds.
Let me pull up.
I think that's the real reason. I think they'll gas like probably about not halfway through round 9, and then they'll just survive.
But you got to remember, it's only 2 minute. It's only 2-minute rounds, and you know that really pisses me off, man.
No, it pisses me. Yeah, I can't stand these 2-minute rounds, but anyway, it is what it is.
But what we've seen with Shannon Courtenay and what was her biggest fight of her career at the time against Rachel Ball, she lost that fight. Put it this way, it doesn't seem like, to me, in my opinion, now the viewers, tell me if I'm wrong, it feels like Shannon Courtenay lost that fight and Rachel Ball didn't win. I mean, she won on paper, but I'm guessing what I'm saying is it was more Shannon Courtenay's fight to lose, especially with that knockdown. Now, my issue, and before I let you continue, Big J, my issue with Ebanie Bridges, and we have her pulled up on the screen, 5-0 with 2 KOs, it's not just one question mark, not 2, but multiple question marks around her. Now, for a female in general, I don't want to get canceled, and make sure I say this right. She's a fighter. Like, she can fight. She can beat the average woman up on the streets. But in the ring, we haven't seen enough, you know? And she's done a great job marketing herself, and getting herself to this level. But inside of the ring, is she good? So from what you've learned, where are you with Ebanie Bridges? Like, what do you think about her? And also, we cannot forget to make sure we pay our homage to Susie Q Ramadan, Shannon O'Connell, Shanika Johnson, and all the other women fighters in Australia. Ebanie Bridges is not the only one, and she is not the best. But go ahead, Big Jim. I'm going to let you take it away.
The best. Interesting fact, we missed Diana Prozak's return. She fought on March 13th as well in Mexico. We missed that, so apologies to her.
You did message me about that, and we're going to make sure we get on that.
Yeah. Ebanie, like I said, a lot of questions over her head. Yes, she can sell a fight. Can she fight? Yes, she can. Is she at this level? Like everything, she has to prove it in the ring. So, can she beat Shannon? Of course she can. She's in the bloody ring. Will she beat Shannon? I mean, best case scenario for both girls, if this turns out to be a draw, the rematch will be even bigger.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at it as like, if these two go to a draw, the rematch is just going to go ape shit.
So you've already said, though, you think it's going to be a draw. Even if there is a clear winner, there should be, you kind of think it's going to be a draw because there's too much money in it. That's what I was getting from what you were saying.
I legitimately think that there's no advantage over either girl because Ebanie only fought a month ago, Shannon's only fought 4 months ago. There's no real clear advantage over either girl. You know, Shannon's more experienced, but only by like 2 fights. Yeah. So there's no clear advantage over any girl. You know, Shannon's a little taller, but Ebanie can hit harder. Ebanie uses her footwork more. Shannon's more flat. So, you know, I mean, basically, if Ebanie smacks one, they're probably just going to stand in the ring there because they don't like each other. That's pretty evident. They say that they don't, but that's, yeah.
You can tell, like you can tell, you feel that energy. Like when you're watching their interviews, you feel it. Like it's something deeper down. Like you can tell they don't like each other.
Oh, I think Ebanie doesn't really care, but you can see that Shannon does.
You definitely see it.
You definitely see it. I mean, Ebanie's more the quintessential Aussie, girl that she doesn't give a shit. She's just having a crack. Where Shannon takes things a little bit more seriously. And, I mean, all these comments, I've seen so many videos, and every single video she whinges about what Ebanie's going to wear at the weigh-in.
I've been noticing that.
So fucking much, love. Every single video I've seen, why is she still talking about underwear? Like, love, you're the one that fucking brought it up.
Yeah. So listen, Jay, not to interrupt you. We're at 58 minutes for the whole live stream. So we're going to end this, to make sure it's less than an hour long. But me and Big J, we're going to do a video directly after this stream on the weigh-in. We're going to go in more detail, I guess about 10, 15, 20 minutes or so. And tomorrow, make sure you guys right now like, subscribe. Tomorrow, whether you're at work, whether you're in the car, whether you're even at home, we're going to give you everything you need because tomorrow we're going to be live streaming during the card. In real time. So real quick, Jay, where is the fight being broadcast over there in the Oceanic territory, more so Australia?
Fox Sports Channel 506 and KO streaming service. And shout out to Rob87. I saw you shout out, mates. I'm giving it back to you.
There you go, Rob, even though you're a degenerate. But so listen, guys, we have to go because as I've told you before, we like to keep these streams, between like an hour or so. So we're going to be back, and you're going to hear more from us. And also, Big J got a chance to talk to Mick Zarafa and Sam Solomon. And also, he did talk to Shannon Courtenay. So that content is going to be coming. God knows it's going to be out definitely before the card starts tomorrow. So take your time out. Please like the video, subscribe. We're going to see you tomorrow. We're going to be live streaming all day for your major fight news, everything. Please